Hello, my name is Candy Ballard, and I am your Algebra 2 with Trigonometry teacher. Welcome to my class. And a little bit just about me is I've been in the classroom for 22 years. I was 10 years at West Valley, and I've been at Talkwitz for 12 years now. I've taught pretty much everything from Algebra 1 all through AP Calculus BC. I've even taught a few crazy things like multimedia and computer science throughout the years. I am currently the math department chair. I've been the department chair for the last 11 years at Talkwitz. I did graduate from a little college called St. Mary's College in South Bend, Indiana with a BA in mathematics and computer science. And I graduated from Azusa Pacific University with an MA in educational technology. I do have 4 kids, so first and foremost, I'm a mom at home. You can see my 4 little kiddos there. My husband was the one taking the picture, so he is not in the picture with us. A little bit about this course. So this course's title is actually Algebra 2 Advanced with Trigonometry. It is an advanced math course. It does go in an accelerated pace, so we do things quickly. The goal of the course is to cover all of Algebra 2 and all of trigonometry that we would need for AP Calculus. It's basically designed so that you can accelerate to AP Calculus without taking pre-calculus first. So the goal of this course is to get you to AP Calculus next year. If you are in a 10th grader sitting in this class, if you complete it successfully, it basically allows you the advantage of having 2 years of college level math. You can either take the second year calculus or you can take statistics after you take AB as an 11th grader. So what we're going to talk about now is how I'm going to grade this course. We're going to do something a little bit different. Our grades are going to be based on student learning, okay? And that seems weird that this is something new. We always have based it on student learning, but it's more about the learning that's occurring versus the points that you're accumulating. So we're going to use something called standards-based grading, and I'm going to tell you in the next few slides here how we're going to do that in this class. So here's my frustration. So the last few years, I've seen bigger and bigger trends of that's my grade book and those are the assignments, and there's a lot of red in my grade book, meaning people are just not doing the assignments. And I used to give extra credit for, hey, you're doing the assignments on time, I'm going to give you some extra credit, and you'll see not even a lot were even getting extra credit, at least in that snapshot. And this was the 2019, 2020 was the same way, and probably 2018 was the same. A lot of kids would wait until the very end of this tryout or the semester to do the work, and it really just wasn't working. They're not doing the learning. They're just trying to get through the points in the grade book. So the way we're going to change this is we're going to do what is called standards-based grading. So grades will be based on student mastery of each unit of instruction is the way we're going to work it in my class. So traditionally, a traditional course is going to break their grades down by like assignments are 20%, participation is 5%, tests are 75%. Our standards-based grades that we're going to do for this Algebra 2 Trig class are going to break down more like, I'm going to give you each set of exams for quizzes for a unit are going to be a percentage of the grade. So unit 1 is going to be worth 10% of your grade. Unit 2 is going to be worth 15% of your grade. Unit 3, 15, 4, 5, 6, 7 are all going to be 15, and assignments are going to be 0% of your grade. We'll talk more about that in a minute here. So what does the Aries gradebook look like when this happens? So you'll notice that that's kind of a sampling of what would go in the gradebook. We'll talk a little bit more about a quiz and a requiz in a minute, but you're going to see just mastery levels in there. So you're going to see these 5 numbers in the gradebook. So you will see 4 would being your advanced. You've mastered the material. You're getting it at an advanced level. 3 means that you are proficient with the material. 2 means you are still developing. 1 means you're a novice, and 0 means there's insufficient evidence of learning, meaning you didn't do anything or what you did do was completely off base. So our goal for the year is to make sure that we are getting proficient. You're trying to look for at least 3s or better in the gradebook, and you will have multiple opportunities to earn that. So just because you take a quiz doesn't mean we're done with that quiz. That means that we're going to relearn some more and try again. So let's look at the next one here. You'll also notice that, the one thing in there, sorry, let me go back. The one thing in there that isn't out of 4 is the homework reflection. We'll talk a little bit about that. That's probably going to be out of 10 points. You're going to be kind of grading, you're going to be reflecting on your homework and almost assigning your own grade on homework during the week. So how does this transfer to our traditional letter grades? Because we still have to work in that confinement if it's going to be a letter grade on your report card. So if you see you're getting an average of these of the 0 to 4 scale, you're getting an average between 3.4 and 4, which is mostly 4s, you're going to be getting an A. That's an advanced grade. If your average is between 2.5 and 3.39, you're getting mostly 3s, you're going to get a B. That's perfect. That's a proficient grade. If your average is between 2.0 and 2.49, you're mostly getting 2s on everything, then that's C. That's a developing grade. And then D would be you're getting an average between 1 and 1.99, meaning you're getting mostly 1s on everything. That means that you're a novice, so you're getting a D. If you're between 0.0 and 0.99 on everything, then that's insufficient evidence of learning. I can't assign you a passing grade. So you're mostly getting 0s on everything. You would be getting an F. All right, so quizzing and requizzing. So this is kind of the bread and butter of standards-based grading. So everybody is going to be required, whether you get 100% on it the first time or not, everybody has to show me that they've learned this material and they've demonstrated it to me at least 2 times. I reserve the right to make it 3 or 4 times if I have to, okay? So everybody is taking a quiz and a requiz. It's required, okay? Between the quiz and the requiz, we will do some more work on whatever topics it is that you're needing more help on, that you're struggling on. To keep you motivated to learn for the requiz or keep going on the requiz, so it's not just a one and done. We're going to have 2 scores in the grade book. So you'll have a score for the quiz and you'll have a score for the requiz. If the requiz is higher, so you got a 2 on the original quiz and you got a 4 on the requiz, that means that 4 will replace the 2. So your grade just went way up. Okay, you've now got 2 4s instead of 2 2s. If it's the other way around, you got a 3 on the original quiz and you get a 2 on the requiz, nothing's going to happen. You'll have to have both grades sitting in there. So it would average in the 3 and the 2 together. But you will have additional opportunities to requiz, meaning I'm going to give you 1 requiz in class. And we're going to work on in between the quiz and the requiz, we're going to work on learning those skills again together. Additional requizzes, you can keep taking the quizzes until you reach mastery level on them. But you have to show me some proof of additional studying before additional requizzes will be granted. And those are on your own time, not on class time. So you'll have to come in before school or at lunchtime. The quizzes are going to be short and timed. 2 reasons. The first reason that are short is because I'm going to split the quizzes up by topic. So topic 1 point, we might be quizzing on topic 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 in one day. So they're going to be short quizzes on those. So you'd have to open 3 quizzes. I don't want you to fall in the trap of, I'm just going to do 1.1 today and then I get zeros on 1.2 and 1.3. So I'm going to put a timer on them. You'll have ample time to answer them. If you've been practicing and you're doing your homework, and you've been practicing and you're doing what we're supposed to do in class, it should not be a problem to finish in the allotted amount of time. Okay. So we should be able to get that in. The next thing is, wait, homework doesn't count? Yeah, well, no, it's not going to count in your grade, but let's think about it this way. Okay. Homework and assignments are practice. What we do together in class is practice. So think about if you're an athlete. Do you get credit for being at practice? Do we keep score during practice? Those things happen during the game. Do they happen during practice? If you don't go to practice, you don't get to play in the game probably, but you don't really get credit for practice. Same thing with music. If you're a musician, do you really get credit for practicing your instrument? Do you get a score for practicing it every day? You really don't. But how do you know if you succeed at those things? Well, you win the game, or you make a big play during the game, even if your team doesn't win, right? Your practice pays off. Or maybe you have a great concert if you're a musician, because you practiced and practiced and practiced. So homework is still important, or assignments or classwork or whatever we want to call it is still important. It's going to help you prepare to demonstrate your learning, and you're going to demonstrate your learning on our learning quizzes. So we will be turning in weekly homework and reflection logs. We'll get into that in class more, what those are and how those look like. So every Friday, you're going to turn in what you did for homework that week. And I'm going to give you a whole bunch of different options that you can do for homework. I will be publishing homework on Fridays the week before, and that way you can start working on it over the weekend of the prior week. So on that note, what we're going to be doing this year is a partially flipped instruction model. I know that you can learn from video, especially if it's video that I have made for you. It's better when it comes from your actual teacher. But I know that sometimes in advanced math, it's helpful to be able to ask questions during the lesson. So we're going to partially flip the instruction model. So I'm going to take all of what we're going to do the week before, or the next week, and I'm going to post it on Friday. I will tell you which lessons you're responsible for watching the video versus which lessons you are responsible for that I'm going to teach live in class. Days that you have to come in and have watched a video, those days in class, we're going to do the assignment, or we're going to do some kind of activity to support what you have learned on the video. Okay. So you'll be taking, that nice thing about video is you can play it, pause it. If you need to go back and listen to it again, you can. So that's pretty awesome. And even if we're going to teach it live, I will probably still have a video access for you to be able to learn it. A few days during the week, we will teach live. So that way you have the time to ask questions. I'm probably going to pick some of the harder lessons out to teach live. So I'll look at the week, whichever ones are most challenging, I will probably try to teach those ones live. And then how to be successful in this class. So you want to do your homework. It is worth something, even though we're not putting it in your grade. The test questions or the quiz questions, they're going to be based on your homework assignments. I'm not going to give you homework that's not going to lead you to what you need to be successful on tests or quizzes. You're going to reflect on your learning. This is about you learning, not about collecting points for Mrs. Ballard's class. You want to take notes. You want to ask questions, okay? You want to be organized, and you want to own your own learning. That's how you be successful in this class, is to take ownership of what you're doing. And then finally, I know we've got some parents listening probably. So if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. Email is the best way to get a hold of me, cballard@hemetusd.org. I do have a voicemail. It's there. It does not get checked super regularly. Just there's no little light that comes on. So it's not easy to check. Email is the best way, and I can get back to you. I can always call you back if you prefer a call versus an email, but email is the best way to make that initial contact. If you have any questions, please let me know. If not, I'm looking forward to having a wonderful